What's good, everybody? We're a few minutes late for the stream today, but you knew we were going to be here. It's live trading. We're going to get into it. I'm going to play a couple intro songs to let a couple of homies have time to show up and let a few more people find the stream. But if you're here and you're early with us, do me a favor, hit the comments, say what's up, repost the stream. We're going to get into some charts and some news and find some profits as always on here. But I'm going to play these couple intro songs. We'll be right back in just a second. But guys, do me a favor, please, please, please repost the stream and let's get to it, baby.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, huh? They think I know the way. Cause I took control of things. Ballin' the solo way. And if you pattern my trend, I make you my protege. Crossing that soldier race. Niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the buildings. Make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks. Make you explode the face. Now you official now. But you got a soul to save. I just been cooking that new. I'm about to drop in a few. Think if I call it the great, the people gon' call it the truth. I ain't really trip on the credit. I just paid all of my dues. I just respected the game. Now my name all in the news. Tripping on all of my moves. Me on this, got a lot more to prove. Remember I came in this bitch, fresh out the county with nothing to lose.
No, wanna count on you, but I don't do this shit for nothing. No, not at all. You, but my money real, that you do, oh yeah, so I don't do this shit for nothing. No, not at all. Oh, I told her I got it. So I don't do this shit for nothing.
We don't do this for nothing, baby. We're here for the money. We post the face. Take a print in the comments. Somebody needs a good trade.
Back in this bitch like I never left. Stand for some shit that you never read. Passing through stages in life, through the ups and the downs like it's all just another test. Live by the rules like a fucking ref. I got respect in 100 sets. Too many chains need another chest. Playing no games if it wasn't chess. Come from that cloth that you couldn't stretch. Come from that circle you couldn't test. Heavily pressured and under stress, even though niggas ain't sure we was a mess. Honest attempt playing to the left. Judge a young nigga by their dress. If it's no option, what they expect? Only thing we knew for sure is the main set. Fuck living basic, I'm taking risks. Fuck what they saying, I'm saying this. Don't waste your time, it don't make you rich, it don't mean nothing, so fuck them, let's make a grip. Double up, triple up, make assist. Ballin' so hard you can play a bitch. Lead to the lake if they wanna fish. Make sure them niggas around you stick to the script. This should be written in stone. You should come visit my zone. Don't take my word, double check all of my flows. Ask them how hustle got on, but fuck what you heard. This for who walk down that road. Sold everything but they sold. Straight off the curb. Real niggas rich as you nerds. Address to whom and make it sound. I don't do this for nothing. No.
Wanna count on you, but I don't do this shit for nothing. No, not at all. You, but my money real, that you do, oh yeah, love. So I don't do this shit for nothing. No, not at all. Oh, I told her I got it.
I'm here to hustle and motivate, baby. Come to this stream, don't make me motivated. I'm hustle here at the wrong stream, baby. We'll do one more song after this. We'll get on the start.
Cut the bass out. All money in, nigga. Hustling, motivate.
victory lap.
And the winning team takes the field.
We
Led
got an
by Ford
official
F-Series,
ad
America's
from
best-selling
Pandora
trucks
on
for
here.
48 years straight.
Sorry, guys, you
Here
got to deal
comes
with this.
Bronco and
Not many
Bronco
ads
Sport with goat
on this
modes. They're
screen.
headed just
Oh,
a
there's our
bit
music. We get one
outside.
at the beginning.
There's Explorer with
Hear
seats
about a
for up
few
to 7
projects
of
too.
your All-Stars. What a lineup. Ford is the official car, truck, and SUV of the St. Louis Cardinals. Your quality
Yeah,
Ford
feel good
dealer,
hearing the
proud
Cardinals on
sponsor
here.
of the St. Louis Cardinals.
One more song, though,
Based in
guys. Repost the
1977 to
stream.
2024 CY total sales.
Tell them the ad's over. Tell them we got one more song. We're kicking this one off. I love this Nipsey Hussle intros, though.
Yeah. Nah, see, I done came a long way. Don't play with me the wrong way. Zero tolerance, my nerves bad. Screaming, fuck my enemies, cause they deserve that. Fuck these niggas, fuck these bitches too. They just mad they not as rich as you. Fuck these bitches, fuck these niggas too. They just mad they not as rich as you.
My conscience begging for murder is potent while I'm drinking. My losses made me a savage, convert me to a demon. It be your homies that do it to you, then say you tripping. You do it back, they say you wrong, that's a contradiction. Can't play the victim, we standing on them. My niggas speaking, niggas faking and pulling dick, Nick, you gotta see it. Pick a reason, I'ma hold it down while I'm breaking. Nigga won't buzz, nigga won't break, nigga won't bend, and I mean it. Troublesome, 96, I feel a pockets, nigga. No respect from your era till you pop a nigga. Time is ticking, niggas plotting and they palms is itching. That don't mean that I can't do it, cause it's been a minute. Pull up on them and I lay low. Round the corner from my mama crib. Tap it off and he bounce out. No remorse cause my homie dead. Tapping in, trying to pick my brain, but I ain't in the car cause I ain't fucking with it. Certain shit on a great wit, like my bro said, cuz fuck you niggas. Oh God.
See, I done came a long way. Don't play with me the wrong way.
Came a long way in this crypto
Tolerance, my
shit.
nerves bad. Screaming, fuck my enemies, cause they deserve that.
Focus point was at
Fuck
12K.
these
We
niggas, fuck
told
these bitches too. They just mad they not as rich as you. Fuck these bitches, fuck these niggas too. They just mad they not as rich as you. Nah, too many gang wars, too many shootouts. Too many dope spots, they need a new couch. Too many dead ends, I need a new route. Too much betrayal, know y'all niggas too foul. Don't even try, know y'all niggas too well. What's the chance while pumping gas, you catch me slipping that shell? I can't respect you if you win it for thrills. If you need it to the point that it's worth getting you killed. See, it's a couple things time really reveals. Like who is just playing, who is really for real. West side rolling 60, that was really the feel. Think about if you was raised in a tradition to kill. To sell burns but use words to go and get you a meal. Came from summer free lunches, try and get you a meal. That's where I met my nigga Fast at. Shot my first strap at. Then one of y'all Twitter ass niggas to say nap at. Nah. See, I came a long way. Don't play with me the wrong way. Zero tolerance, my nerves bad. Screaming, fuck my enemies, cause they deserve that. Fuck these niggas, fuck these bitches too. They just mad they not as rich as you. Fuck these bitches, fuck these niggas too. They just mad they not as rich as you.
Philly fitted. You ain't get the rock unless you really with it. You ain't get the disrespect the dead unless you killed the nigga. They ain't close their mouth and apprehend it. I don't feel them niggas. Pippin ain't respected. Niggas out here cutting deal with bitches. Fuck is 50-50. Riviera sitting pretty. All my hoes from different cities. Glizzy with a set of titty. Heavy on the oil spillage. Nigga need another kidney. Loyal to this thug life like niggas who ain't fuck with Biggie. Clip him if he iffy. I'ma bust him if he timid. I'm too important to let the court appointed represent me. Yeah. Pop a half a perky every hour got me dizzy. Yeah. Water dripping off this Cartier, I think I'm litty. Yeah. Medallion full of diamonds, bitches dancing like they did it. It's money on my head, then why nobody came to get me? Realest out the region finally did it for my biddy. Yeah. Nip comment on my post like ain't nobody fucking with him.
See, I came a long way. Don't play with me the wrong way. Nah, zero tolerance, my nerves bad. Screaming, fuck my enemies, cause they deserve that. Fuck these niggas, fuck these bitches too. What? They just mad they not as rich as you. Fact. Fuck these bitches, fuck these niggas too. Why? They just mad they not as rich as you.
Sorry, guys. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Trade Talk. Man, if this is your first time here, welcome. We're here Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern. We let this thing run for an hour, 2 hours, whatever we're feeling. Do we get on this? And we do a little bit of everything. But today, we're going to be locked in for some live trading and really getting down to it. So do me a favor, guys. Repost the space, hit the comments, say what's up, bump it up the algorithm. If you know somebody that needs to lock in and make some money, let's show them what's up here, man. We're gonna get right to it. We were a little late. We had a couple intro songs today, but here's what I got cooking for this space. And I'm sure some other homies will stroll in the moment, but I know Poker Dev can't get on the mic right now. Clutch can't get on the mic right now. So in the next little bit, you guys, you really just got me in here for the next little bit, but we're gonna do some live leverage trading. We're gonna look at the Solana chart. We're gonna look at the Bitcoin chart. We're gonna look at Ethereum. We'll look at XRP. We'll look at some memes, right? We might find a trade to get in on Bonk or Doge, even something like that along those lines. I like trading some memes sometimes with low leverage as well. So we'll see what we cook up there. I'll fill you guys in on poker. They've hired me as an advisor, so I've been plugging them on the stream and they've been pumping. But let me check these comments real quick. Oh, what's up, Poker Dev? How you doing, homie? I know if you can talk right now. I know you're in the office. He's in the office. He can't talk, but he's listening and showing support. They are steady cooking. This dude stays on top of it. I'll tell you what's up there in a second. We'll get over there in just 1 second here. So let's see some of these comments. What's up, Sean Jackson? Thank you so much for reposting the stream, homie. We truly appreciate the support. This is why we do this, man. We just want a little exposure for these projects and people that come out on here. And I want to help people in the ecosystem just make some money flat out. I think this is life-changing for everybody. What's good, Chief? Chief's a big supporter. I see Chief supporting everything. Chief be on those poker posts. He'd be reposting the stream. Chief be showing up, man. That's how you make it, man. You show up daily. I show up daily. I host a space on X every single day with the homie Clutch, and then I do this Monday through Friday after it just to bring some more value to people. Chief, man, it's a great day, man. I'm excited to see you here. I'm excited to see what goes down during the space, and I'm excited to see how we grow today. So good to see you, Chief. What's up, Leffensham? Lafanensham? I probably mispronounced that, but I see you as super active, bro. In the poker TG on X, and the space is showing up for the stream. If any of you guys ever want to come hang on the stream, DM me here. Or my bad, DM me on X, and I'll get you on here. We don't gatekeep the stream either. If you're listening to the stream and you want to come hang on and hit the comments, I'll keep an eye on it. Shoot me a DM. We'll bring you on, man. We bring projects, founders on, good people. Anybody wants to vibe with us and have a good time. Let me go ahead and pull up this poker chart for you guys real quick and give you a rundown here. Give me 1 sec. I had to clear my throat real quick there, guys, but I'm gonna pull up this poker chart before we get to anything else here. So look at this, man. This looks bullish. I was actually tracking a wallet on here a little earlier. But we'll start with the chart. Look at this, man. It launched over here. This is migration, right? Typical post-migration sell-off. We gave it to you guys actually technically sub 12K, and it's just been bullish. It had some solid accumulation there. Somebody sold off, got ate up, and it's just been steadily accumulated. We had a dip there, ate up, dip, ate up. This one was the important candle, though. This candle was a sell-off from an early wallet that a team didn't know about. This wallet one-click sold. Nobody knew who it was when the team hired me for advisory and we were going through account for wallets. They didn't know this one was, so we were concerned about it. It sold off, and this dip's been steadily getting eaten up. So I'm bullish on that with poker, guys. And for those of you that don't know the details of what's cooking with poker, it's at PokerX token on X. It launched like over the weekend on Saturday. They launched it. We got them through migration, all that good stuff. But it's a really cool rewards token. So what's so unique about this token is it doesn't rely solely on poker liquidity like most rewards tokens do. This one is actually bringing, or I'm sorry, it doesn't rely solely on crypto liquidity like most poker rewards tokens do. I mix it up a lot, actually, when I say that. But it doesn't rely on that. It is actually bringing poker liquidity into crypto. It's a really cool flywheel concept. So there's a buy sell tax on the token. It's a 6% buy sell tax, 6% on the way in, 6% on the way out. 4% of that buy sell tax goes to staking well-known poker players, or maybe just even winning poker players in poker tournaments. And what happens is the winnings from those tournaments are fired into the chart. This pumps the price and creates the flywheel concept I'm talking about, and then creates more taxes to put more poker players in the tournament. Yesterday on stream, actually, we had proof of concept. I was playing a tournament, the Poker Project, and if you're new here, the Poker Project, I stream poker on here a couple days a week if you're new here. But the Poker Project had half my action in a stream yesterday. I final tabled the stream on stream, streamed every hand. I final tabled it on stream, finished 4th place. It was a $500 something win. The poker community had $25 my action, so they were in for 25, and we fired about 250 at the chart, after the stream. So we had proof of concept on stream. I think we onboarded some poker players yesterday too, so that was pretty cool. Now, here's where poker token gets fun though. The next 1% actually is going to send a community member to play in the WSOP when it comes up next season. So every 2 million in volume, we'll actually be able to send one member to go play in the World Series of Poker. And what's cool about it is we have a tournament every week. It's a $10 buy-in. Just playing gets you points, and the winner takes 50%. The other 50% is fired at the chart. Now, whoever has the most points, then the higher you finish the tournament, the more points you get. Whoever has the most points, they're going to be the ones sent to WSOP. And then, as many players as we can send, it'll be the top points getter. They'll go represent the community. The community will probably have like 10%. And, imagine somebody from the poker community wearing the patch, at the final table, winning $1 million and firing at the chart for us. So that's what's cool there. And the final thing that I think is pretty fun, pretty cool, is the final 1% is the Solana is airdrop to holders throughout the day. So just for holding, you're going to see some reflections coming in. You're going to get some Solana all day long. So that's why I'm so bullish on poker, man. We always talk about onboarding normies to crypto. Well, the X-Poker token is going and meeting normies where they are, poker players that are in the crypto, bringing them here. But then also when we send poker players to tournaments and they win, we're bringing that liquidity back to the poker token. So it's a super interesting flywheel concept that I'm bullish on. They came on the show. I reached out to them. I was like, hey, I want to help you guys with this. So that's what I'm cooking with this. But let's get to some other charts here, man. We'll get to it. Don't got any other homies on here yet. Let me I'm gonna pull up my trading view here, guys. We'll start with Solana. That's my generally my token of choice to trade. Get the chart up here for you guys, and then I'll get over to I'll share this screen here in just a second. And I'll just break down what we're seeing overall, what I'm looking for on the episode for a trade, all that good stuff. So I got to get the right chart up here. My bad, on the wrong one. All right, now we're on the right chart here. All right, gonna get my screen share over here now. All right, so we got the Solana chart up here, man. So we like to trade the EMAs. If you're new here, that stands for exponential moving average. That's what these squiggly lines are here: the light blue, the yellow, the green, and the purple. these dotted lines are the Fibonacci lines. Fibonacci sequence seen all throughout nature is even seen in trading. So the Fibonacci sequences or Fibonacci lines are generally where market makers and big time whales are making their plays. So we've been kind of bearish overall as traders. We've been in, we play both ends. We've been short in more than we've been long in. And it's really just because there hasn't been the bullish momentum to keep up the sustained moves. So what happened was we started to lose the 21 yesterday. And generally when you lose the 21, and by lose the 21, this yellow line here, I mean print an entire candle below it. When there's an entire candle printed below it, we expect to go to the 200, which is this purple line, probably get a bounce at least the first time, go back to the 21 and either take it and make another run up or get rejected. We've been expecting most of the pumps to get rejected here. So on this chart, you can see we started to lose the 21 yesterday, but on Solana here, but we caught support right around the 50 EMA. On these longer time frames, the 50 EMA is a reversal, or I call it a checkpoint sometimes, right? To where it'll come down here. Usually we can expect a little bounce, and we got that bounce, and we're coming up. And now it's trying to finish this daily, which we got 3.5 hours in, over the 8, which is this light blue EMA here. Now, what I'm kind of expecting, and we talked about it this morning, is us to go test this Fibonacci line right here at 189.17, maybe go up to 190, right? Somewhere in that range. I'll be looking to get a short in, on the show here. If we get that pump up there, we're not that far. We're only a few bucks away from it. So it's very likely we could get there. But let's look at some smaller time frames and see what we're seeing. Maybe we see a little something different. So you saw this play out, though, that the 21 to the 200 rule, you saw it play out on a 6-hour chart, and we called this a few days ago, right? We started to lose the 21 on this candle. This candle here printed an entire 6-hour candle below it, below the 21. Well, each candle that printed below it became more likely that we were going to come down here, test the 200. They didn't take it all the way to 200. They probably wicked off or bounced off what was the 170 EMA. I don't have it on this chart, but it's another EMA I use. But off the 170 EMA, and now it's going up to try to test and take this 21 again, like I mentioned before. But again, it looks like it's losing steam. It hasn't plowed through it and just blasted up to what we probably consider the top of the range. I mean, the top of the range is really at 190. So that's where shorts feel the most comfortable around. So we've got 3 hours left in this candle. If we don't test up on this candle, next candle will probably test up and, in my opinion, reject and come back down. But let's look at the 4-hour chart and see what we got here. So this is where it gets kind of interesting. And again, you can see how it played out here, right? On this 4-hour chart, we lost at 200, printed a candle below it, boom, went down and tested it. It held, right? It went up. It couldn't take the 8. It rejected. It floated around here. It caught some support, and now we went up. We took on this candle, on this 4-hour candle, we took the 21 and closed above the 50. But what's interesting to me is now we have the 8 looking across the 21 in an upward motion. So that would be considered a bullish cross, and one type of bullish cross. Now, generally, when the shorter time frame is crossing the longer time frame, they like to test down. It doesn't quite so happen as much on the 21, but it does happen more so on the 50. So when this 4-hour candle closes, unless we have a big time sell-off, I'd expect most likely for this to be pulled across and then be close to heading towards the 50. And then on one of these next 4-hour candles, then we would probably expect that push down for them, the bears, to try to stop this bullish cross. Because if that bullish cross happens, that's going to trigger some buyers. So you might get a pump if that happens over the next little bit. But again, I'd be looking to short it probably from the pump or short down to there now if we can find a short before then. Then you come into this chart, you know, maybe we do get the sell off, and you can see what I'm talking about here on the 2 hour chart in real time, right? We took it, it went up. We're about to pull this this 80 EMA over the 50 EMA on the 2 hour chart. So this candle here that's been going for about 40 minutes has been going down, right? The bears are trying to stop this cross right here from happening in real time. You're seeing it happen in real time. Will it stop it? I don't know. It could end up being a fake out, right? To where it crosses when this candle closes, and then they turbo run it down to keep the other one from crossing. That actually is kind of what I might expect to see here. And yeah, right here, right? You're seeing it adds up on the hour chart. We went across. We went across the 200 on this little pump. I think there was some ETF news that came out that maybe caused it, but they're trying to stop this cross from coming right here on the hour chart. On the 30 to 15 minute chart, maybe we find an entry here. You got the 21 about to cross. Yeah, I mean, it might start getting this cross right here. But again, I think this is truly going to be a fake out to where a lot of these crosses aren't going to happen on these smaller time frames because they're going to have to stop them to stop the crosses on the longer time frames. And if the crosses happen on the longer time frames, well, that's probably pretty bullish. So the 15 minute here, look, you can see we took the 200. We got a little pump. We pulled these across, and it's bullish. We're running up, right? We look like we could break out here, but I'm just not. I'm not feeling that move. I feel like anywhere around here is a good short, and I'll figure out where the 170 is. And then you can even use the 5 minute to hone your entry a little bit more, right? We get up here, and these 5 minute candles start wicking. Well, then we're gonna be looking to get the short in on some of those wicks. The wicks mean, lack of momentum in either direction. If there's wicks to the upward side on candles where there's lack of bullish momentum, if there's wicks to the downward side, there's lack of bearish momentum. That means the bulls might be picking up. But that's what we're watching here for SOL. As of right now, I'd like to see SOL pump up to close to this 189 range to get my entry on it, right? That's kind of what I'm seeing on the chart right now here. Let's bounce over to Bitcoin. Let me come over and check the comments. Do you guys got any questions about anything I'm talking about? Any particular coins you'd like me to maybe just go dissect and let you know what I'm seeing? Maybe find a trade for the episode. Let me know. A lot of this stuff might even be on the same page, but hit the comments. Let me know if there's something that you guys would like to see broken down here. I'm gonna go back to Solana. So yeah, for Solana, we're sticking with the original thesis that we really want to short near this 189.17 mark. So I'm actually going to come over to my coin catch over here. I'm not sharing the screen yet, but I'll share it in a minute. And that way I can make sure I got my order set in case it happens on stream here. 189.17 is where I'm going to short it. And across exchanges, it can vary a little bit. Oh, thank you, Chief, for reposting the stream. Or thank you, Hermit, for reposting the stream. Chief and Hermit, bro, I'm gonna add you to the chat for the stream and see if you want to jump on. If you want to jump on, bro, all good. I know you're always in the spaces. Never been on the stream before. Give me 1 second, guys. Adding Hermit to the stream chat. Oh, you're already in there, I think, Hermit. Maybe you're not. Maybe I just tagged you. Is Hermit? Oh, Hermit, yeah, you're in there. All right. I tagged you in the chat, Hermit. If you wanna come on. So yeah, that's really what I'm looking for Solana right now. Master Chief, and thank you again, Hermit, for reposting the stream. So guys, I got my. Let me make sure I actually clicked the button on this trade. I did not click the button. I got distracted. That's why I like to be super locked in for most of my trading, but I understand that we need to support the masses of crypto. So I get on here and click some buttons live sometimes, just making sure this order placed. Oh no, there. Sorry guys. Okay, never mind. The order is placed on CoinCatch. I'll post proof when it gets in. I mean, I'll share the screen anyways, but I'll share the trade on X regardless. So Chief requested some XRP. We can absolutely go check out some XRP, homie. Let me see if I got a layout for XRP over here. I don't think I do, but there have been times when we have traded it. Yeah, so I don't have any fibs for XRP or anything, but we're definitely going to pull that up for you. I know a lot of normies like XRP, and a lot of people. I don't want to say that's all normies, but like people in crypto like XRP in general. Okay, we'll go spot. All right, we're gonna go perpetual. I'll mostly trade in futures, right? So I'm gonna show you guys futures charts on here. But yeah, I'm personally not bullish on XRP long term. I don't see the thesis. I can't see that banks wouldn't just build out their own blockchain opposed to using XRP. And the just the fact that they're dumping tokens, and when they really, I don't think they need to, or they shouldn't need to. That's just a tidbit bearish to me, So that's where I'm really at when it comes to XRP. I'm not bullish on long term. Now, can I trade it? Can we find opportunities with it? Absolutely. I think it's gonna cook. I think their ecosystem is gonna cook. I think that the meme coins are where you're going to want to play at, and they're going to run all the same tricks that we see on Solana consistently. They're going to run that same playbook of sending tokens. So if you've been active on Solana, you'll easily be able to go to XRP, play whatever meme tokens you want, and then bring it back. That's going to be my strategy. Also, guys, I trade on CoinCatch. It's my favorite exchange to trade on. There's no KYC. They have 180% proof of holdings, and there's no VPN required if you're in the United States. So CoinCatch is the spot that I trade at. The link is in my bio on X. If you guys want it, make sure you go check it out. After the stream, I'll drop it in the comments too. But yeah, I am doing my trading on CoinCatch. But let's go over on XRP. We're gonna go out big time. We'll start with the monthly and work our way back, just because I don't look at XRP a whole lot. And I just kind of want to know what's going on here. So this is interesting. Our this is called a DMI indicator. It tracks the conglomerate information, but we call it the white rabbit. Our particular settings on it, we call it the white rabbit. When this hits 69 or higher, and then you get a higher high with a lower right rabbit, that typically would indicate a top over that time frame, or a reversal coming over that time frame. Now this is the monthly chart, right? So like imagine if each one of these were 1 minute candles or 15-minute candles. This reversal, it could still go up here and then reverse, right? So just because I'm saying, like, oh wow, we got an 80 something or a 70 something the white rabbit, and now we got a higher high with a lower white rabbit. It doesn't mean that the market's going to zero today, or XRP is going to zero today or anything. It just means that on a monthly chart, this move's pretty much exhausted. If it goes up to here $4 and you didn't take profits, you're probably going to be disappointed at that point in time, because I can't see, maybe the move's bigger when it's all said and done. But just this first look on the monthly chart, this DMI indicator right here caught my attention. If you go back over here, it probably was right. So look, we had a 70 something back in 2021. Then we had, well, that it didn't even form the higher high. Sometimes it didn't have to form a higher, but look, this DMI indicator, it caught the top. We had a 70 something right here, and then it was over for months and months. And it took a few months for that to happen. So you can see that same type of thing happen, to where on this monthly chart, it peels down to Yeah, right. Or it could peel down to here, maybe here, and trend for years. So, well, that's just what I'm seeing on the monthly. The weekly chart here. No, it's had a bullish, since 2024, right? We were just hugging this 200 EMA, then it broke out, and then it stayed above the 80 EMA, and the 80 EMA is pretty important on these on these longer time frames. Oh, we got the homie Hermit on the stream. What's good, Hermit?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, good, man. I just wanted to make sure I invited you to the stream. I know you've never been on here before.
Yeah, it's been. I think I've been on once before, but yeah, I had to. I think I changed my PFP, which obviously it's off center. So now I gotta fix that on the next one, I guess.
Hey, we didn't even notice, man. I was hoping we were gonna get you on camera for it, but it's all good. But yeah, man, I'm just looking at some charts. Somebody requested XRP, so I'm actually I'm diagnosing that one right now. But feel free to chime in with anything you got or you're thinking, Hermit, about any of this stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, we're on the weekly now, man, and right before Hermit got on, I was saying that as long as we're above the 80 MA, that's bullish, right? Because we are, in most cases, it's generally bullish because we know that asset is currently flowing in, our capital is currently flowing into the asset. So like, these past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, it's been above the 80 MA. People our capital is still flowing in for the most part. Now, what you can see though is we wicked off the 80 MA and on the weekly, so it's pretty important in my opinion for XRP to hold this pretty much exact price of this range where it's at right now, because if we lose that, the next checkpoint is our 21 EMA. But the thing is, you only test the 21 EMA so many times before you go down and test the 200. And like I said before, you print a candle below the 21 EMA, an entire candle. Well, now it becomes more likely after every candle we're going down to meet the 200. So if we lose this, then the next stop from here is 263, 264, whatever it is when it gets there. But if we lose this, realistically, we're going to be going down to this 118 mark and trying to find support here. And the reason I don't think this next test on the 21 truly bounces is, look after this breakout we had. We broke out, and we got a white rabbit, so now we had that reversal. That was the initial reversal off this DMI indicator right here. It went down. All right. The reversal doesn't mean it's going to zero. It just meant that we got it on these candles here. So we got it around 327. We went down to 170 something. So it had a 50%, downswing. And now we're breaking back out, on this weekly chart. But we tested this 21 a bunch of times, like boom, wicked off it, boom, wicked off it, boom, hard closed on it, went below it, held it, boom, boom. Looked like we were gonna print below it. They tried to print below it, but then they kept it. It wicked up just enough to where I wouldn't consider it a loss. This one, they didn't want to let it go. They haven't wanted to let it lose this 21 EMA on the weekly chart. And to me, that reeks of hyper manipulation. The reason you wouldn't want it being lost is you don't want to trigger all the bots that are going to short it all the way down to here. So they're one way or another keeping it up here for whatever reason. So probably they can get one more exit liquidity pump, and they just don't want the bots running that for them. So I think this next test on the 21 down here is going to be the time that we lose it, print an entire candle below, and then start our way down here. That's not to say we can't go up in the meantime, but I would be holding XRP very cautiously. Again, I'd probably feel more comfortable being on the short side of things with XRP. I'm gonna go to this daily chart here. Let's peel out this daily. Trying to get you up here. PokerX div, PokerX token. Oh, we lost PokerX token. Oh well, we'll be okay. So yeah, I'm gonna come back to my XRP chart here. So we're on the daily now. And look, I look at this DMI indicator, man. It gets the top every time. The white rabbit down here. We were at 87 on this candle. When this DMI indicator comes, man, it's reversal time. So look, boom, went down. Tested this 21 a couple times. Kind of how I'm saying on the longer time frame, right? We lost it. We got the reversal on the 50 EMA because this was the first test. The first test is more likely to get a little bounce. Now we went up and we got this test right here that it took to 21, but now we came down, we tested it a few times, we've lost it, we've printed an entire daily candle below it, we pulled the bearish cross of the 8 crossing the 21, and I guess it's trying to go up and take it, but on the daily, I mean, it's pretty confirmed that unless there's something, a macroeconomic event or something super bullish around XRP happens, the daily's taking us down to 245. You know, and it's not that big. But if you're a futures trader, you can scrape a lot. But yeah, so on the daily, I'm more comfortable on shorts with XRP. You know, for real, and we might be in short range for XRP right here. This was a good one to point out. So yeah, the 6 hour, right? Same thing we talked about on other charts. It sold off. We printed a full candle below the 21 there. It went up, you know, it struggled to try to keep it above. It went down, it bounced off the 200 here. And then we went and we couldn't take the 21. Both attempts up on this 6 hour, right? It wicked off both times, came down. Now we officially lost the daily, and it's getting some type of relief rally, probably from something market related. But it, you know, right here with XRP, I mean, yeah, we're pretty close to short range. You know, I'd like to get a short in on XRP right around $3, 301, right at this 21 EMA on the 6 hour looks about right. You know, just on this chart, but we'll keep going, see what we cook up to. Let me check some comments, make sure about it. Let's see, they might say it's no comments. Come back to I'm gonna go back to XRP. So yeah, on the 4 hour. So this explains kind of the pump right now on the 4 hour. We're close to this 50 EMA crossing the 200 downward. So generally there's going to be a pump to try to prevent that. So that makes perfect sense that there's this pump up. So again, we might go up and test this 301, 302, 303 range. That's really where I'm trying to get my XRP short in, right around here. If we pump up there, that looks pretty ideal, you know, on all these charts here, unless we see something different. Now, this is actually a good chart here, the 2 hour. And there's several things with this that catch my attention right now, right? So we obviously had the bearish cross here on it before. Went up. We tested the 50 this time right here, and we rejected and went down, right? The 50 is like the check mark of the reversal. So it got a little reversal or relief rally on the sell-off, but it only went to the 50 and rejected it at that reversal point. It came back down. Now it's testing this 50 again, and it rejected really the first attempt. We've got an hour left in this 2 hour, and maybe the next 2 hour we'll test it. We'll test up again. But the thing that particularly catches my attention is this 308, the 200 EMA on the 2 hour. That would probably be the top of the move I would expect if it did blast through this little range right here. I'd kind of expect it to go there and wick off from what I'm seeing here. And now we got the 1 hour chart, and this kind of everything checks out here, right? You'll notice that as you start in the longer time frames and go across the shorter time frames. So yeah, so look down here. Did we get it? Did we get the? Whoops. Trying to see if we got the white rabbit on this one. So we didn't quite get a white rabbit on it, but so on this one, look on the relief rally, it took the 21. Now we're going up to test the 200, which is right about 304, 303, 304, 305 on this chart. So again, that feels like that would be a topish range. So somewhere between this like 301 to 303 is probably the great short for XRP right now. We'll go to 30 minutes. Let's see what we see there. No, right here on the 30 minute, it I guess you could feel somewhat okay, getting in after we rejected this 30 minute 200, because we this might have been the top of the run. If you wanted to get in there, you might not necessarily be wrong, but I go lower leverage. The 15 is where seeing if you start, and that's why I always start on the long time frames. You'll notice, right? No, said somebody trying to get up, but if you come and you just look at the 15-minute chart, you're like, wow, this looks bullish, right? We just got the bullish cross with the 8 coming across. It looks like the 21 is going to come across. Yeah, in this next 15-minute period, as long as nothing crazy happens, the 21 is going to pull across, and that's probably going to give us our, in the next 15 minutes, we're probably going to get that test up to where it'll go to this 301, something like that, and look legit. So I'll probably come back and short if we get this bullish cross in the next 15 minutes and it gets that pump that I'd be expecting. I'll short that, expecting it to go down. But we will we'll see. That's what let me look at the 5 minute real quick here too. So yeah, it's all lining up. So and you guys are learning a lot. You guys got questions, and maybe you guys aren't learning anything. Maybe you guys know all this stuff, and I'm just an idiot talking. But if you look at right down here, this indicator is our volatility indicator. Once it gets all the way to the bottom here, it'll go blue, and there's this blue line here. Once we get down to that blue line, that means there's low volatility. When there's low volatility, that means there's a reversal coming. All right. So we've already went up. That means it's going to go down when the low volatility hits, if it does hit. And sometimes, maybe like 5% of the time it'll happen on a breakout like this. It'll go low volatility. Then boom, they went up because there were too many shorts or something. Right. But what I'm seeing right now is like, man, we're hitting that low volatility on the 5 minute chart. We might get a little pump on the 15-minute chart here in the next 15 minutes, but I'm looking to short this, in the next, 15, 20, 30 minutes. We'll probably get that shorted on stream here. And then the 1 minute chart is degenerate to trade. Oh, we got low volatility on the 1 minute. This sell-off might be coming now. This is interesting to watch. Let me get my XRP on CoinCatch. I might have to fire a little trade in here. I'll share my other screen here in a second, but I'm just checking XRP on CoinCatch here to get an idea of what it looks like, maybe some discrepancies between exchanges, get an order in. See, I got XRP at 297. Oh, 8. Yeah, so pretty much the same price on here for XRP. I'll probably go with like 10x leverage on XRP is what I'm guessing. Like I don't trade much XRP guys, so I'm figuring out a little bit what I want to do here for this one. All right, cool. I got my XRP chart up now. 10x leverage. Let me see what this would look like. That came in now. Yeah, I mean, I could even justify coming in a little bit early on this XRP. I might even crank up the leverage a little bit on on XRP. I need something a little degenerate for this sell-off. I think I'm gonna crank it. I'll stick with 10x leverage. I don't want to teach any bad habits on stream. Yeah, so I'm keeping my XRP leverage to 10x for this trade. I got my soul short set. That's kind of weird to say. My soul short set. Let me come back over here to this chart. I want to see where I was going to try to get in at. 299. $308 would really be the top. I don't know if we go to 308. I think we might go to 303. So I'm going to set a, where am I going to set my order at? Not 308, not 304. I'm going to set my limit for at 299, and it might push a little past there, but I want to make sure I get in on this one. So I'm going to be at 299 even, XRP, 10x leverage. I'll share my coin catch if it gets in there. Let me check my order here. I want to make sure I didn't put a stupid stop loss on it by accident. No, the stop losses are stupid. I'm just making sure I did not put a stop loss in particular that was stupid for this one. And I will go back to and find stop losses for these as well. I'm just sifting through stream, finding stuff as I like it. Guys, do me a favor, repost the stream, hit some comments, show a little support. If you're trading, use my link for coin catch. I'll add you to a group chat and shoot you some trades, even outside of this. So hit me up on X if you sign up using my link for coin catch. I want to help you make money. You know, let's cook together, guys, and grab some poker token too. I think we got another whale out, another early buyer dumped, which is pretty good. I don't know who this wallet was. That's an interesting sell. All right. We got XRP in the books. If there's any other request, let me know. But I do have a short set for 299 on XRP. That's kind of where I'm expecting it to go to, somewhere here in the near future. Oh, we got the homie Timbo. What's good, Timbo? Yo, Timbo, can you hear me? Yo, Timbo. No, Timbo. No worries, bro. You check in when you can. But I'm gonna keep it moving, guys. I'll look at Bitcoin now. We'll find a little Bitcoin action for us here. So let me get this Bitcoin chart up over here. So you guys got a short call for XRP, a short call for Solana. You guys play what you want to play. All right, so we'll go to CME on Bitcoin. CME is the hardest for them to manipulate. We can get a little idea of what's cooking here on the CME. So same thing on Bitcoin. You know, we got our Fibonacci lines here. So even though Bitcoin has been bullish, right? It's been a Bitcoin only bull run, but you can see that this past little sell-off, it might have been, or this past little pump, I guess I would start with, might have been a sailor pump, right? Is he had bought a few days ago. This is the daily right here on Bitcoin. He had bought a few days ago, and we got a little pump, but now it's been 4 days of down. And this day here, unless it can push up to 116,681 on the CME, we're gonna close below the 21. And you can see the reason we're hanging on to this spot is because the 50s here, right? That's our reversal, our check mark, our checkpoint. But if we can't get a real reversal on the 50 here, well, we might be in some trouble. and then you'll see Bitcoin go all the way down to the 97K. And it's not going to go straight down in most cases, right? Unless we have something crazy happen, but it'll look like this, right? And so then realistically, I'd say we probably meet the 200 here at 100K. And that's an interesting number too, because I think a lot of traders are just in general waiting for 100K because it's a round number, but there's also a fib line right at 100K, $75. So I think that we will see that bounce off 100K and then start the work up to 140K, which has actually been my top for the bull run for a couple of years now. So it actually all makes sense as you're seeing it play out on this chart, right? We on the daily, we wicked up, we wicked off here. We found some support right around the 50. We've seen on multiple charts that when we lose the 21, we go down to the 200, and the 200 is slowly going to work its way up here. So we should meet it right about 100K right here, maybe right a little above 100K. But I expect a bounce, a strong bounce, probably at 100K to be real, and then probably a tear up to 140, and then I think over this way we see some test up here, 140 test. There'll probably be 3 tests, the 140, right? You could. So we work our way down, meet probably over here. That's October 1st is where you're hearing it on stream right now. October 1st, we will see 100K Bitcoin. And then what I expect is we bounce kind of sharply up, some big momentum. By November, we could see 40K Bitcoin, and maybe the money printer even comes on and it sends to 170K, and I was short, right? But I think November you could see that 140K Bitcoin from now when it plays out. It could be a 4-week move to where we see Bitcoin move 40%, and everybody's super happy. But I do think that first trip up at 140K is rejected, right? Then we come down, we probably hit the 21 EMA over here, make another trip up right there, right? I think that one's rejected. We come down, this time we lose the 21 EMA, lose the 50, but now we're catching the 200 about 112, 113 right here. We make a third attempt up, and if you, in your mind, if you got to go back and look at this again, it's okay, but imagine if I was drawing all this on the chart. This would be that third peak up, right? That would be, looks like a head and shoulders pattern, maybe a triple top, which would indicate over. So you can kind of see how this can play out on the chart. Now, it's also entirely possible that the most bullish news ever happens and we just blast entirely through this like crazy, which would be cool, right? I'd rather that happen than have to flip short and stay short and, just make money off shorts and meme coins the rest of the bull run. I'd prefer to be able to just fire, my profits at L1s or, safe stuff and just flat out hold stuff. All good. All good, Chief, man. I'm glad you learned something. I hope you learned something. I hope you use it to make some money with, bro. But yeah, any other coins you guys want, throw them out. I'm still checking stuff out. Well, we had Hermit show up on camera for a second. It was a quick one. We got
Almost
Brad
got me,
coming out.
slacking there.
Did it turn your camera on automatically?
Unfortunately, yeah, it did that time. I thought I had it turned off, but then it turned it on, and I just saw the sky, and I was like, oh, all right, cool. I don't want to scare you guys that bad.
We'll be okay. I know you're a mammoth of a man, so we might get scared. But okay. Let's all right. So what was I gonna do here? Oh yeah, so we're on Bitcoin, right? Oh, what's up, Brett? How you doing, homie?
Doing good, bro. Just driving, trying to finish up this day. Had to go transfer the old truck out of my name into my old worker's name and driving back home.
Nice, man. How you feeling about the market? What any thoughts?
To be honest, I didn't even look at anything today. Talked to some people about maybe getting into doing some projects and stuff. So that's looking promising. And yeah, that's really been it today. You know, that's why I had to jump off of Trade Talk a little bit earlier to go ahead and chop up with the guys and see, you know, plan out some stuff and see what we're gonna do. But the market, bro, I hope it's really bearish. I hope we're you know, we're all destined for you know, McDonald's burgers for the near future until I get everything rolling with what I'm wanting to do.
I wouldn't mind that either. All right, longer time to accumulate is good. Just keep stacking, baby. I'm gonna get back on this chart and I'll go ahead, Brad.
Oh no, man, I wouldn't. I was just gonna go ahead and chime in a little something. I didn't forget what it was though. I'm driving right now.
Oh, you're good, homie. So I got Bitcoin up, Bitcoin CME up right now. I mean, the thing with Bitcoin, it does look like it's gonna go down, but out of anything, Bitcoin is just the most likely of anything to get some bullish news. So you gotta be careful storing Bitcoin, right? You're not gonna let yourself get liquidated. It would be a very bad idea. But let me see here. So on the 15-minute chart, we're testing the 200 EMA, and this is the first time. No, it's not the first. This is actually the third test, I'd say. So, yeah, we can say second. They didn't say third set of test on it. But I think we're probably going to see Bitcoin get that little pump we were talking about earlier on. You know, they might come to Solana, and you know, Bitcoin's probably going to too. But I think that Bitcoin probably doesn't pump up past 116K. That would kind of be my short position on Bitcoin. I'd be looking to short at and get a quick trade on it if they went there today. But I can't really see it going past there unless we get some bullish news or something that I'm just, you know, flat out not seeing happen. But I feel pretty comfortable with that short on Bitcoin at 116K right now. That's really where I'm at here. Let's see here. I am going to let me pull up Ethereum. There might be some Ethereum people on the stream. Actually, I got a loadout for Ethereum. We might have Fibonacci lines for it. ETH. All right, you guys should be seeing Ethereum now. We got those Ethereum Fibonacci lines, baby. If you're an ETH maxi, type ETH in the comments so I can block you. No, I'm just playing. But dude, Ethereum just doesn't have a lot of price action. So, you know, as a trader, it's not one that I look to play with a lot. What's up, Timbo? How's it going, homie? Yo, Timbo. All good, homie. Chime in when you can. But let's see Ethereum here. Let's see, we're on the weekly here. Oh wow, what's going on here? My computer's freaking out, guys. Give me a second. If this stream drops, my bad. I'm sorry.
Hey, can you hear me now, Andrew?
Oh yeah, I got you now, Timbo.
Dang, I tried to come earlier, bro, or like I don't know. The last time I was in here, it wouldn't let me talk. I had to leave and figure it out. But my bad for being late, homie. I was on a VC with MKU. Sorry, they're talking. I'm on a VC with MKU3, and then I had a call with Clutch, bro. I've been busy this morning. I'm sorry I'm late though.
Oh, you're good, homie. You're good. I think there's even an issue with StreamYard. I noticed that it's not. I know you usually, you know, stream it live from your account. It wasn't showing that you were even in here and stuff.
Bro, I got some bullish news though. You want to hear some crazy stuff?
Let's hear the bullish news, baby.
Bro, man, the top holders of MKU3 are absolutely insane. I locked up, and I'm in the process of locking up 10 million tokens. And let's just say that there's going to be close to 30 or 40 million in tokens that are going to get locked up today, bro.
Dang. It's
Like
you
my
guys.
community members are going ham, dog. All you have to do is lead by example in this space, and people love you. If they love you, they respect you, and they trust you. Bro, I've cried twice this morning.
Hey, those are happy tears are okay.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's like, man, you get into a room with some solid people, and they're all talking and thinking about the same thing, and we're all working towards a common goal, bro. That's a dangerous set of individuals right there.
Dude, I agree 110%. Man, that's super bullish to have that much token locked up. I've just seen so many tokens send by locking up tokens like that and stuff. Great. Thank you for reposting the stream.
My bad, dude.
Great. Oh, you're good, bro.
Does it say I'm streaming it or no?
Now it does. Now it does. Before it wasn't.
Okay. I was just making sure. I wanted to repost it and make sure I got in there, bro. What is that? Oh, that's Ethereum?
Yeah, I got Ethereum up just for all Ethereum maxis. What you did miss that I'll bring you up to speed on is I have a limit order set for short and SOL at 299, I think it was. And then I have I got my coin catch up here. So 299, I have a short. Oh no, my bad. On XRP, I have a short set at 299, and I have a short set at 189.17 for SOL. But I'll go back to the SOL chart in a minute because I was expecting a pump during this 15-minute candle. I don't know if we got it or not, but that's kind of what I was looking at there. I'll go back to this XRP. So the XRP, I mean, it's got a big breakout, right? I guess you would feel kind of bullish looking at this weekly because we're above the 8. The other thing that could get you kind of bullish is we got like a W pattern forming here. Usually when this W pattern forms, it's a breakout. But I would have preferred to see it form by holding the 200 EMA. And I guess the other kind of thing that you're seeing is it was accurate here. It was look at we didn't get the 69 in the white rabbit here. It wasn't as high as I thought. But yeah, so like on Ethereum with the long time frame, it looks bullish overall. The concern is how big this wick was here on the weekly. You know, let's go to some other plays. So on the daily, I'm sure we got some white rabbit action here. So look, right here on this DMI, the white rabbit, we got like 80 almost, right? And then we sold down. We came and got another higher high right here on the daily, but the white rabbit is lower. So that is a double confirmation. And the vast majority of the time, this was the top and it's reversal time. So honestly, seeing that on the daily, that makes me super comfortable to short Ethereum really anywhere right now on this pump. Obviously, you're not going to do it with like crazy high leverage, but if you're trading low leverage on Ethereum, you could feel comfortable shorting this all the way down probably to 293. Or at 29.43. This 200, I think, is truly where we're going with Ethereum. I think it's about to take back this entire move and then some. So I love an Ethereum short right now, to be real, a longer hold short. You know, right? Like we're not talking a quick scalp for the episode or anything like that. This is one to where like you want to go in it with a low leverage short on Ethereum. You think the Ethereum bulls are crazy? Man, this one's for you. It's got, I don't know. That's what I'm seeing on the daily here. But let me go back to the 6 hour. We'll see what we see on the 6 hour. 6 hour adds up, right? We got so this wasn't we had a higher white rabbit, which means that that didn't indicate the move was over there, or it didn't necessarily indicate that the move could have kept going to be real. But that was probably the end of the move. We got a high white rabbit maybe we get one more pump up here over the next few days to 5,000 or something like that, and close. But dude, that looks over, right? We closed a few full candles under the 21, and we've seen across multiple charts. When we lose the 21, we go to the 200. It's fighting to get back above the 21 and stay above the 21 here, but it looks like it's losing steam, which means we should come down to the 200 on the daily, which is at 3689, 3,689. So again, I feel comfortable with shorts on the longer time frames here. You see it on this chart here. It sold down, hit the 200. It got a little bit of a bounce, but not enough to where you're like, oh yeah, that's a breakout, right? Unless you guys are seeing something I'm not seeing, I don't know. Let me change this right here. There we go. So yeah, here on the 200, I'm sorry, on the hour, we had some test up, it rejected, now it's coming and it looks like it's building some steam here. It could be building steam, but when you factor in what we're seeing on the longer time frames, man, it feels like that's kind of an exhausted little run up. It can't go that much higher. Same thing on this reversal here was pretty easy to catch on the 30-minute earlier or yesterday, right? We had the white rabbit confirmation right there. White rabbit confirmation was right here. So you could have long any one of these candles and felt comfortable. I probably would have closed at the 200. The long was kind of easy to catch down there with the use of DMI indicator. But now up here again, I still feel more comfortable shorting. Even on the 30-minute chart. You're seeing here on the 15, we got the kind of bullish cross. It went down, got a bounce off the 21, went back up, but now it's testing again. I think we'll probably get a bounce off this 21 on the 15-minute chart. But the next attempt up here around the 44 range or so, dude, that's probably a good short for Ethereum. So with Ethereum, if you can get I'd feel more comfortable with Ethereum making a low leverage short that I plan on holding for a while. It's kind of the swing trade. I'm looking at this daily really, and I'm comfortable, right, with getting anywhere up in here with some low leverage, building a position and just riding it down for a couple days, a couple weeks even, if I'm printing on it. That's how I hold good trades sometimes, is I just ride them out. Let me look over here. Let me go back to Solana, actually. I'm going to go to Solana real quick. So now we're on Solana. I don't think we got that pump up I was talking about, I was expecting.
I have a quick question, Andrew.
What's good, homie?
I know you're a big fan of Peter Brandt. If you're in your low leverage short or whatever for Ethereum, let's just pretend that's what you're doing, and it starts going your direction, are you at any time adding to the position? Because I'm pretty sure that's what Peter Brandt would do, is he would open his position and his general thing was cut it loose if it's not going your direction. But then if it's doing what you expected it to do, he adds to it. And I don't generally, if it's going the direction I'm going, I generally don't add to it. Mind you, most of the time my trades don't last that long to add to it, but I generally don't add after an entry if I'm in the positive. I'll add if I'm in the negative, but not in the positive.
Yeah, so that used to be my overall thesis too, to where I only added in the negative. But then I thought about it and I was like, well, I'm really only adding on the bad trades at that point in time. So I think if you're going to do that, and it's different too if you're trading the 1 minute chart, so the 1 minute chart, there's a little bit different strategies, but for something that you're going to hold for days, or even weeks, there's a good chance you're going to add both directions, so for Sol, for example, if I was, building a position right now and, it pumped up to here. Yeah. I'm still confident in my thesis that this is the top or close to it. I'm going to add on the short. I'm going to add to my short on the pump and get a better position when I'm in the red. But let's say it comes down and loses just 21 and prints a couple candles below it, or has a hard print below it, or, you know, wicks off the 50 and then comes up and is struggling at the 21 or this and that. Well, I'm going to go ahead and add to my position on that little relief rally, because it looks like my thesis is correct, that we're going down, even if it didn't go exactly how I thought. But I'm going to just get more in this position so that I can write it down. But I'm also going to do the same type of strategy as if I added on a bad position, right? Like when I add on a bad position, I'm not necessarily trying to scrape the whole move with that added piece. I'm trying to make sure that I got a better cost of entry for myself, but then I want to make sure that I profit on that second position regardless, because for the times that I'm wrong and I lose more on a position. So I want to secure a win, and I don't want to secure the whole win. So like that's one thing that I'll do when I add is, I might fire here, and then down here I might be up 40%, with the added position. So then I'm gonna go ahead and close out that added position. I got my extra cost of entry, and then I'm writing it down, and I'm not as much risk is if it reverses on me or something. Maybe I don't want to have my stop loss at break even. Maybe I just want to lead the position open, and maybe add to it on the upward side the next time, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Sweet. But yeah, it's one of those things that it took me a while as a trader to get comfortable adding to a winning position, because you're making your price worse. If you're in a winning position and you're like, oh, well, I don't want to get stopped out of this trade, this and that. And so I get subconsciously, it's kind of hard to deal with. But like when you really think about it, you don't want to only be adding to bad trades. You want to add to your good trades as well. So I may have been a little wrong on stream today. I thought that the cross was it a 30-minute cross I was looking at in Solana. So the 30-minute cross in Solana, I thought we were gonna get a pump from this candle cross. Oh, we just started this 30-minute candle. My bad. So I was thinking in terms of 15 minutes. So like these next 30 minutes, I'd actually kind of expect a pump to go up here and get my order, and then come back down and try to stop this 50 from crossing as well. Do we sell all the way down now? Maybe. And if you click the button, congratulations. But I was more so looking for the safe trade. Well, Hermit, while we got you on stream, man, show us some Groktimus, man. I don't know if we've ever really talked about it too much on stream. Well, I'd like to hear what you got going on with Grok. I know you're a team member on Groktimus. I'd like to hear what Brad's got cooking, and get any updates from Timbo too. So, but what's good with Groktimus, Hermit?
I will say this: we are always cooking. We are always trying to figure out how to add value. I've shot a few ideas across towards Clutch. He liked them, so now I think it's more of a matter of just implementing the ideas, which honestly, it'll take some time, just because we have, Clutch has a lot on his plate, and I'm pretty much working every day. But in that respect, we're holding our floor pretty darn well as far as I'm concerned. We are always trying to get the raids in and all that stuff. So it's just a matter of time. Also, like it's going to be more of a long cook, which I know for meme coins it's tough for people with meme coins, just because they want that 10x, 20x, 100x. Yeah. Am I bugging?
No, you're actually fine. But the stream goes to like a different set of viewers than who's normally in our space. So assume everybody here knows absolutely nothing about Groktimus.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. You can go to bread real quick.
All right, cool. Brad, you got anything cooking you want to share with the viewers?
Man, so on my little token KMS, my little rewards token for the rev share thing, I haven't stopped with that. I have put it on the back burner for a few days. But I have a guy that I'm speaking to about probably going in there and running it with me. So that's pretty exciting to go ahead and do that. The dude sent a few things, just honestly in the past few weeks. He sent a few things to a few mil. So if we can go ahead and get that in there and get that rolling with those rewards, man, I mean that'll really that'll really stack up. So if I can get him to go ahead and do that, then that'll be pretty cool. Aside from that, I think I'm gonna go back to the thing I used to do. I got a couple guys I'm in talks with about getting some things cooking each day. Hold on, let me pass this thing. Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, no, we're talking about cooking up some some daily or every other day gamble kind of launches. Gonna try to go ahead and implement some tech in with them, good narratives, and stuff like that. If there's a daily runner that's like a good thing, try to come up with some sort of beta play with a combination of different memes tied into that, and then just launch that on Spaces. Like do Spaces with that token, hosted by that token, and then just talk it up and see where they go.
Oh, for sure,
They
man.
they run.
Hey, Brad, you're rugging a bit now. I thought you were. I thought you were done talking. My bad.
I'm in a crappy spot. It would be good for Spaces for me to talk, but not.
All right, Brad, you're rugging, but no, I think what you're doing with the KMS troll reward token is a cool idea, and I think you can still send it. I think you still got time to send it. To be honest, I think it's probably got some more pumpage coming, and if not, you got the blueprint for the next one, regardless. So you'll be golden there. But when you get to a better spot, bro, feel free to chime. Or go ahead, homie.
Yeah, I think you can hear me now. I got 5 bars now. I was switching towers, I think. But no, for that, dude, even if nothing happens with it, then I still know how to use the site now. I know how to use RevShare. I know how to do that. So, I mean, to drop a runner on there the next time I played with it, I plan on playing with it more in the future as well to get more familiar with it and talking to some of the other people who do have these rewards tokens and see the best way to go ahead and launch it. I tried doing that one by myself, though. I didn't have a team, didn't have anybody. It was just me. And I didn't do it like I normally do. Usually I'll have like a token page and everything like that set up and all that. But I just wanted to try to see how it would do, kind of as an experiment to see how it would do with just me, just talking about it, like kind of in Spaces and stuff, without hosting its own designated ones, stuff like that. But that's probably my next step is to go ahead and create that token page that I talked about, and then start shilling it to see where it'll go, and then try to see if I can't partner up with this other guy. That's what I'm really waiting on, is the partnership with this guy, because he pushes stuff up it would probably last for about it'd probably last for a good few days on that pump before anything else happened with it. But I'll keep y'all updated on that.
Keep us posted, homie. Everybody here likes to be early. Brett, let everybody know where they can find you at.
Oh yeah, just go ahead and find me on X. It's gonna be I think it's like underscore like bread, the underscore bread underscore man. Should be my my ad handle on X. If not, you just type up bread. You find the guy who has 2 loaves of bread with the name bread, and that's me with my little PFP, which is gonna be right there. Looks just like that on X, same exact thing. So look me up and check and see what I got. Tap in with the homies.
Tap in. Oh, we're paying attention, Brad. Keep us posted. We went in on the action. To this Solana chart. Give me the pump I want to get in my short. But let's we got MKU3 What's good, MKU3? And any updates you can share with the viewers?
Yeah, thank you, Andrew. Just want to give you a shout out. This is Excellent Space, man. I love the vibes. Thanks for starting this up, hosting it on a daily basis, and giving us all a place to, just kind of kick it and chill.
You're welcome, bro.
Talk
Glad you enjoy it.
crypto, talk markets. So MKU3 today, the reason I'm late actually is because we were in the middle of, just holding a strategy VC. And during that, we went ahead and locked up 1.2% but by the end of the night, the team is committed to locking up almost little over 2% of the supply. Just show our commitment to the long-term nature of this project. We're not going anywhere. We're hosting spaces on a daily basis, feeding those red pills to Solana ecosystem. That's what we got. Just got done doing that. Posted it to the X timeline so you can verify. But yeah, that's what's up.
That's what's up, man. I know Timbo had mentioned you guys got this lockup coming, man. That's so bullish to me. I've seen so many tokens, not so many, but it's one of those like things that's rarely talked about. We're talking about it publicly now, maybe, but it's really talked about. That like one of the little tricks to send a token is get a big group of people to lock up supply for a while. It's really not. It's not that hard, right? Because you're creating your own supply squeeze.
That and it shows that you believe in what you're doing, right? And not going to disappear tomorrow. So yeah, we're doing it, and we're gonna get some more locked up throughout the day, pulling everybody as soon as they get out of work, get their availabilities to do so.
And what was the target you guys had for lockup?
A little bit over 2% today, by the end of today. But I think all in all, we should collectively lock up 10% by the time we're done over the next couple weeks.
Dude, that's awesome. And give the rundown of where they can find you guys on socials, what you got cooking later today that they can go check out, and why they should grab a bag of MKU3 right now.
Yeah, you can find us at MKU3 Conspiracy on X. That's the handle. You can follow Timbo at CryptoSlick35. And daily, we have a live space digging deep with MKU3. Tonight's topic, we're diving into quantum computing, how it will break or how it could break Bitcoin, who's developing quantum computing, and what the future of humanity and crypto looks like with quantum computing.
Dude, quantum computing is a great topic for crypto. I think it's a legitimate concern, but I think it's almost people have a false sense of concern around it because, like, A, we don't have quantum computing yet, and B, as we get closer to quantum computing, we're going to have more people trying to create counters to protect crypto, and C, I don't think crypto is going to be necessarily the first thing they come for with quantum computing. They can shut down countries and empty everybody's bank account. So I'm interested to see everybody's thoughts on it. That's going to be a fun one tonight.
Yeah, it'll be fun, and we actually have somebody in the Department of Defense who receives and reacts to the threat briefs on a routine basis regarding this threat to our national security and what the United States is doing to protect ourselves. So we got some real insight, some real people with some real information, and yeah, it'll be interesting for sure.
I love it, man. I love it. Good stuff, man. Always good to see you on stream. I know you guys are grinding. I'm in the TG. I knew that's why you guys are late, but no, I appreciate you guys making some time and popping on here to hang out with me a little bit. Timbo, you want to fill anybody in on any information, any stuff about MKU3 that you might feel need to be added, or the Diamond Trencher Network?
Man, first of all, thank you for being aware and seeing what we were doing. I'm so sorry I was late, brother. MKU3 came first today. I had to rally the troops, so to speak. We wanted to kind of touch
That's
base.
shit though. That's your baby right now.
Yeah, bro. I appreciate you being understanding, family. I never wanted to be late to this. This live stream is very important to me because I know it's important to you. I always support my family, bro. As a native St. Louian over there, I think we're intermingled enough, bro. But yeah, dude, we just been building, dog. Went to what is today? Wednesday. Went to Trade Talk this morning. Went to the Morning Mint this morning with Moon. And then I've just been honestly getting Raiders in line. We wanted to lock up some supply, and it's not like a buy the rumor, sell the news event. We're not out here just screaming about it. You know what I mean? But like you said, it's bullish, bro. I have people that are literally locking up 10 million tokens with me. That's a whole %, dog. I'm gonna reach out to Clutch, see if Clutch wants to lock up some. I know he got.
That's huge.
Yeah, bro. Like just with our top 20, I think like realistically, I see us having over 30 million locked today, and that's crazy, bro. Like that's almost the same as it's in the top wallet. That's like 33.9%. You know what I'm saying? So, taking that off the board and kind of showing people, hey, we ain't fucking around. Like we're serious about this. Mine are locked up till October 31st. That's, bro, I'll probably relock them up as soon as it unlocks. It's just one of them things, man. Trying to show leadership and just be the best version of myself that I can for not only my community now, but now for the MKU community. And for me, honestly, every day there's a new challenge that pops up. But thankfully, God has given me the tools and the people around me needed to accomplish some of these things. And if I can't accomplish them, at least get through them without getting too frustrated, bro. But yeah, man, just looking towards the future. And the last couple spaces we've had have been really cool and fun. Starting off with the Who is Satoshi. And then from there, we went to the is Bigfoot real? We confirmed it last night. He is weird. We confirmed it. He fell asleep during our interview, but he had a bunch of his little cave members come and pull up. A bunch of neighbors pulled up last night. Yeah, bro, Bigfoot pulled up last night. We got to dive deep on that. We came to the conclusion that Bigfoot is real and it travels in between trees possibly. And if we got a piece of its hair to to look at the DNA and compare it, what are we going to compare it to? We wouldn't even know what it is. Is it an alien? Man, I don't know. But the way them things move, bro, there's no telling. Hey, Gunner told a story last night about him being in Iraq, bro, and like having NGOs on night vision, and or non-GO, that's non-government agent, some whatever. He was in like
Nods,
he was in a field.
bro. They're called nods.
Yeah, that's it. See, I'm not military. We didn't have them in prison, bro.
Yeah, we didn't have those in the hood either, so I didn't know. I didn't know exactly myself.
Hey, they got it. They had him in my hood, but we didn't ever see him. The big boys had him.
Yeah, you're probably right there. So hoods that got him.
Bro, hey, I'm telling you, my homie in Houston, Stacks, I promise he had some crazy shit, bro. And then a lot of people now are using thermal off the like rifle scopes. Just get a thermal scope and bam, you got night vision. But kind of. But what's it called? He told us a story last night about him being in Iraq and seeing a apparition or like a figure. We didn't quite know what it was.
Afghanistan. The Giants.
Afghanistan, my bad.
In Afghanistan, yeah.
My bad. I haven't never been over there, so to me, it's
you don't know the
Iraq,
difference.
Afghanistan. I know. They got a bunch of sand over there, though. They both got sand. I can't see
the difference between Iraq and Iran.
I don't know. One of them's got a Q in the name, I guess. But, yeah, man. I just honestly, like, the more that I think about it, I've never been more bullish. Not only like on a project, but on a group of individuals, man. The people that are behind the scenes working on this, just like they give it their all, bro. They don't. There's nothing half-assed with DTN. We put belt to ass in every direction, whether that be trading, whether that be helping our friends, whether that be just talking to people. It doesn't matter. If we do something, we do it to the fullest. Our all-time high was 117K before we had worked on it or whatever. The last time we touched it, we're already over half. We hit 80 something K. We already had that 2/3 in the bag. Once we close over 100K and we start holding those floors in that level, we're going to have some pretty big announcements that start coming out. We have some people that are involved in this project that you wouldn't expect. We have some people involved in this project that you would expect because they're my friends. But, man, the overall environment and like space that we're in, how do you not see the connection between the two? Okay, we're on Spaces all day talking. What are we talking about? Conspiracy theories. Okay, what brings us all together? We all own NKU because we know that once we get normal, I think, and MKU also has a different opportunity than other projects when it comes to onboarding normies. Everybody says they're going to go onboard normies like it's a magical pond you can just pull up to and the fish bite different there or something. Bro, it's like, what? Okay, cool. You gonna go to the mall and start like downloading people on Phantom? What are you gonna do, fam? Like, but with MKU, it's different in the way that every day that we have a space, we're not in there talking about crypto. We're not in there sweating the chart. We're not in there busting out raids. I mean, we're always raiding, but we're not stressing it. We're long term. We're grown men and women. We ain't worried about this. Like, we're not worried about this. We're worried about it, but necessarily not, because we know what's coming in the future. When we host a space, we're in there not talking about crypto. You don't have a ticker and a CA in the Jumbotron first thing. You get these people coming in having genuine conversations that want to be involved, want to be engaged. And because of the topics that we're bringing up, because it's all relevant, it's all conspiracy, it's really endless when you look at the marketing angle and when you look at how many people that you can include into this group. How a lot of, tokens or projects in some way, shape, form, or fashion, there's something about that project that's a turn off to a lot of people that won't, like, I'm a dog person. I don't like cats. I'm a cat person. I don't like dog. Whatever your little thing is in your head. MKU is like, bro, we're in there having a lively and intelligent conversation about something other than crypto while maintaining crypto at the base of it. Because once we start getting active and these spaces start getting bigger, we're going to make it to where you have to hold X amount to request a mic. Or like Clutch does on his space, you got to be subbed up. I got a subscription service. I don't broadcast it everywhere because the people that are in that room are my family. My family ain't for sale. But if you want to be a part of the Alpha group in Diamond Trenchers, we'd love to have you. After you send over your Telegram name, your Twitter name, and we do a background check on you. There's never going to be a button within DTN that you can say, hey, I want to subscribe to Tim. Boom, you can just hit the button. That'll never be. Why? That's so dumb. Now you're making it harder for people to subscribe to you. I don't care. If you see the value that's here, if you want in, you'll figure it out. Because I don't want this room, this room's already becoming known to have value. You add us in at floor level, and that's what you have, some diamond-handed floor level holders that will push your project, and they want to work for their bags. DTN has that in spades. So knowing that, people will try to pay to get in that room to try to come extract my folks. I have to be on guard 24/7 while at the same time trusting people enough to let them in and be real with them and be vulnerable and let them be part of our community. You live and you learn. There's situations that are going to happen that have happened. Like last time, for example, when we were working on MKU3, somebody subscribed for one year. At the time, it was 200. They subscribed for a year. They bought $140 worth of MKU because we just started working on it. They clipped out $1,400 and deleted all their accounts. Never to be seen again. Josh from Nashville, allegedly. But it's certain things like that in this space. Is like, how do you protect your community from that? You know what I mean? How do you protect yourself from that when you're still not out here trying to get subscriptions every day? Bro, I haven't pushed subscriptions in a while. It's still pretty much locked up because we're restructuring. Andrew, you're getting in there, duh. I forgot about that. I need to add you. I appreciate it though. No, I got you right now. What's it called? We'll figure that out later. I ain't worry about it. What's it called? Bro, at DTN it's just the family atmosphere, and like I can honestly say that if I wake up in the morning and I go reread my chats, almost guarantee there's somebody in there getting helped. Somebody had a question, couldn't figure something out, and one of my boys helped them. One of my girls helped them. Like it's getting to the point where like, bro, I'm so proud of what we're building, and it's literally I'm getting like a second wind, it feels like literally. And I'm not just saying it because I'm on space or stream. Like it, I know everybody goes through the season. I believe when you're in crypto, whether you're losing or whether you're just getting bored, I think everybody in the trenches can get burnt out in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I wasn't getting burnt out per se, but I would say kind of jaded. Like, okay, what next? Oh, that dude rugged his people? Cool. Expected it. That's why I didn't talk to him that much. It's every day's a learning experience, but it's getting to the point where, man, I'm glad I have positions like I do now where I can come up here and chop it up with intelligent people like yourself, and I can brag on DTN, bro. Because honestly, I mean, to me, it's probably one of the best things I've ever done in my life, other than give myself to God.
That's amazing. I mean, that's an amazing number 2 to have. I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you, bro. Bro, we're at 370 people in the free community. Like, that's so crazy to me. I know projects that can't even get that many people in their Telegram. Like, I know people that can't get in their active project. So it's like, bro, it's really crazy. And then you add into the fact that we don't promote it that much. We really don't. Where do you see my Telegram link at for my free community? You don't. I safeguard that community with my heart. Do I want more people to come? Absolutely. Do I want so many people that I can't tell who's who, and we got people in there dropping slow rugs or whatever the case may be extracting? No. I have 10 people in a security room, including Legend, including Malik, him, in there tracking wallets, watching the overall health of the community. Did somebody drop a coin yesterday and it's been slowly rugging, and they've done it 4 or 5 times now? Every coin they drop slow rugs. All right, needs to be addressed. Like, we're trying to stay on our tippy toes, bro. And I really feel like with the structure that we have and the layers and the members, we're turning into more than a Telegram ecosystem, bro. We're a brotherhood. We're like a brethren of like-minded individuals that believe in God and are trying to move the right way in the space. And like, I can dead ass be proud of what we're building. And like, this is something I could show my mom and be like, she wouldn't understand it, but if she could, she'd probably be proud of me. You know what I mean? She don't know what the hell's going on now, but yeah, man. Sorry for talking in a monologue and going off.
No, you're good. You were spitting, bro. I was enjoying just, hit the vibe. So good stuff, man. Let everybody know where they can find you, though.
Man, you can find me here Monday through Friday at 4 p.m., 4:30, whatever Andrew schedules it, Eastern. I'll be on the live streams with my boy all the time. Once again, apologies for being late, but
no need to apologize, bro. No need.
What's it called? Do that, and then 9:30 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. Whether it's me or a DTN representative, aka KOL for DTN, we have a couple that are actually paid. They're not like I'm ironing it out, but just know there's going to be 100% paid employees of DTN, and they will be very good representations of not only me, but the brand and the business, and what we're trying to portray. But 9:30 p.m. Eastern, we're doing spaces nightly. The topic tonight, I'm pretty sure Legend said it, but we're doing that. Can quantum computing break Bitcoin? I'm going to do some reading on the topic. Andrew, I know you're putting your kid to bed around that time, but I would love for you to pop in, bro, because this is where I need my friends to talk. I don't know nothing about that, bro.
I could definitely pop on for a good 20-30 minutes tonight, but after that, that's generally, especially he stayed home from school today because he came home sick yesterday, so probably got to make sure I start getting him down at least, and I'm not in the room talking. But dude, I'll be on there. I'll grab a mic for sure tonight.
Bro, as soon as we start talking, I'll let you talk first. Legend, please remind me if you're in here, if you're seeing this. because I might
it is not
forget.
even that serious, you know. But I just like after 30 minutes or so, I'll probably have to go down the listener, you know.
You're good. Me and Clutch were actually just talking about this on the phone. I'm torn because 9:30 p.m. is like on y'all's side. It's like dinner time, bedtime. But on Eastern, bro, you know the market lives and dies with EST. So 9:30 to like midnight, I wanted DTN and Spring Group, our network, to have the DGen hours. Like we're gonna have that spot on lock. That's gonna be our space. Like
So
DGen
are
hours.
you talking about running like that one space that long, or having like a couple in a row or something?
Bro, that's what I was. So right now, MKU3, like I'm gonna be hosting the Digging Deep, Digging Deep with MKU3 right now. When MKU3 goes and hosts their own spaces, because we're gonna get to that point here soon, where MKU3 is actually hosting spaces instead of coming and being the co-host. We want that account to sit in with us in our community for a while, like on Trade Talk, coming in Clutch on this live stream. We want the community to get to know them and understand that it's not me behind that account. There's multiple people that have that account and can use that account. We all trust each other, or else we wouldn't have the password to each other's stuff. But yeah, man, I think it's really gonna change stuff when we start hitting it like we do, bro. Imagine Clutch's voice. Imagine he got on MKU3's account and went space hopping. Bro, that would freak people out, dude. They would think they're getting hacked. Like,
That'd be crazy. My bad. I was looking at the poker chart for a second. We had some early buyers sell off, but it looks like the buys are getting ate up, or the sells are getting ate up pretty hard. Oh yeah, these sells are getting ate up hard. My bad for
no, you're good, Brody. Hey, we had somebody clip out of MKU this morning. It wasn't nothing crazy, but they clipped out $500, and literally, bro, not only did MKU eat it, but we put it higher than it was before he left.
awesome.
The boys are crazy, bro. If I say, hey, somebody just did this, just go snatch it up real quick. And then we got Trader Max from Shogun from ShogunCrypto.com and ShogunFusion.io. Trader Max is also behind the scenes and working hand in hand with DTN and MKU3 moving forward. He's a really good dude, very smart, and he knows how to work that Anvil bot, bro. So he's definitely going to be an asset to the team. And if you haven't chopped it up with him, Andrew, I hope you get to know Trader Max too. He seems to be a really good dude. He came to church the other day.
Yeah, I know Trader Max. I mean, we talked a lot on stream, you know, and all that good stuff. But we've talked plenty. I know him well.
He's good people, bro. That's just like with us, honestly, every day I keep seeing more and more value get added to the circle, and it's crazy, bro. Like, we're gonna have an umbrella, and it's gonna, like, that umbrella is just, bro, we're gonna cover so much, and so many people are gonna come stand beside us and grind with us. It's really gonna be crazy, bro. Like, I'm excited about the future, dude. I know.
Do what? I want to point out something on the chart real quick. Let me say what's up to these comments. Thank you, X-Ray, so much for reposting the space. I had you up there a second ago. Let me get X-Ray up here. What's good, Tully? Good to see you, Tully. Good afternoon, fam. Trying to get X-Ray up here, but it's glitching out. But I wanted to point out this Solana chart because earlier in the space I said, yeah, I expect this 21 cross to cause a pump, right? And I expected it on this candle here. I thought I was looking at the 15-minute chart at first. So that's why I thought it was this candle. But we got it on this candle here. So we're losing steam. Honestly, on Solana, I might actually go ahead and enter a Solana trade now and get a little short action in here. But I don't know if we're going to continue this move up. We keep wicking. I guess we're only 4 minutes into the candle, but if this candle doesn't make a big move, or even if this candle doesn't look like it's going to push us up towards 189, I'm probably going to enter a market short a little earlier than expected on stream. But sorry for cutting you off, Timbo. I just wanted to make sure.
Nah, bro, you're good. Anytime you see something like that and it's your show, bro, feel free to cut me off. I get to talking too much sometimes. I can't help it. That's a salesman in me.
That's why we buy. That's why we buy it. But I want to throw it over to Hermit. I want to get. Oh, we got the Poker X Dev up here with the new PFP. That looks bullish, baby. I know he's at work, but he can't talk. But I think we're making some PFPs for community members now, so I'm hyped to see how that plays out for these guys. Hermit, you around? I wanted to let you give the rundown on Groctimus before we had to wrap up here.
All right, I think I am. We'll find out. So Groctimus, Grok powered Optimus. That's basically what Groctimus is short for, is the Grok powered Optimus. Optimus robots are coming out, and it is inevitable that Elon and Tesla will add Groctimus to the Optimus. And rather than saying Grok powered Optimus, you say Groctimus. That is the most logical name that you can have for a robot, that is a Grok powered Optimus robot. So anyways, that's where we get Groctimus from. It is I think the token's like 8 months old or something like that. It got CTO'd back in May, so almost like close to 3 months, if not 3 months ago. It was still languishing on Pump Fun, where it got bonded by our CTO team, led by Clutch and WBA. WBA is Women Being Awful, so the man behind that account. Anyways, and there's a few others that were a part of it, and a lot of us got in fairly early, and we're holding the floor to where it is now. We've had a couple of whales that have cheated on us. They sold, they full clipped on us. Clutch bought it back up. So back to basically where we are at this point. A lot of the supply has been locked up by Clutch and other whales. I would say at least 8%. It could be way more than that. It's been locked up for a minute at this point. So we've got that. And like I said, we've got some things that we are thinking about working. I've thrown a few things out there. And so it's just a matter of time before it happens. Ideally, it's going to happen when Elon first starts tweeting about Groctimus. That's when it'll all take off. Our account is We Are Groctimus. It has the gold check, the coveted gold check on Twitter or X. And if you don't know, getting that gold check mark is a feat. So, anyways, that's the quick lowdown. We are cooking some things up. I will say that much. I don't want to give away the whole thing. Just to make sure, like, the ideas, they're easy to say, not necessarily easy in execution. So there is that.
No, I agree, man. And Groctimus is super bullish. It's honestly how a lot of us came together, and what powers this and behind the scenes, if we're being real. And just to break it down for you guys, like there's some big time people in this project that you guys might not realize how connected some of these people are. Not even like the Clutches, the Hermits, the Timbos, right? Like there's Rothmus. He's a big influencer on X. Elon Musk reposts him all the time. Rothmus has some of the best memes ever find, but Elon reposts Rothmus memes and comments them on all the time. Another holder is Ian Chunk, still gray on X, and he'll probably pop in the stream sometime soon. But him and Elon host spaces together. So what do you think is going to happen when two dudes that Elon follows or, get his attention? Elon's probably going to interact with Groctimus. And when he does, man, that's gonna be a big time send. Like I right now, I think Groctimus is at 250, 300K. I've seen other projects that Elon interacts with, and generally the floor is about 60 million from this range. So do the math on how many X's that is, but that's what you're looking at holding a bag of Groctimus, in my opinion. Thanks for the rundown, Hermit. That was a great pitch, bro. I know you're a pro though, so nothing new to you, nothing new to Hermit. I'm gonna show you guys poker one more time before we wrap the stream up here, guys. This is the poker chart. it had some action during the stream, man. Look, we had that dump from the earlier wallet. I told you early in the stream, it dumped. It got the dump got ate up. Then another wallet dumped kind of big here, and you can see like $400 is kind of big for a low cap token, right? So this wallet here dumped 409, but that dump's getting ate up pretty solid, to be real, because we had another wallet come in for 465 and a 55. So we've ate up the dump pretty much from this wallet, or I guess it was this wallet. But now we need to just eat this final little bit of dumpage here, and we'll be good. We're going to be back above 40K in no time. So this is the one to grab, guys. If you guys were if you weren't here in the beginning, it works on a flywheel concept. There's a rewards token with a 6% buy sell tax. 4% goes to staking winning poker players. The winnings from the tournaments we stake them in are fired into the chart. And actually, we had action yesterday on here, and we won. Poker was in for $25. We fired 250 at the chart. So we're going to keep that going. We got proof of concept. The other 1% is being set to send one community member to play the World Series of Poker this year. We're going to have, for every 2 million in volume, we're going to be able to send one, actually. But there's a tournament every week. Playing in the tournament gets you points. The longer you go in the tournament, the more points you get. The players with the most points at the end of the season, they're getting sent to the WSOP, baby. So imagine somebody from poker community wearing the patch, repping the community. That's what's coming here. So that's that. And the cool thing that I think with the final 1% that's going down, or I know that's going down, is it's rewarded to holders. You get some soul reflections all day long just for holding this token. So that's what we got going on with poker, guys. This here is a deck screener. I know we're going to get the logo updated today, so stay tuned for that. We got some cool PFPs being cooked out on X. You can find it at PokerX token, and then the CA, it starts with 4CS and ends with REI. So make sure you're buying the right one. But there is only one true poker token, and it's this one. It's a community-driven project that's going to benefit the whole community. I'm hyped to be a part of it. I'm hyped to do this stream and have fun with everybody Monday through Friday. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Timbo. Thank you, MKU. Thank you, PokerX Deb. Thank you, Hermit. I will see you guys later. Peace out, everybody.